Oh yeah, so I did finish Narcos Mexico. It dropped, and fuck, what a show, man! What a fucking show! I love the main guy, Diego Luna, one of my favorite actors. That guy is a sick actor, man. He just has a certain swag and confidence, and just like everything's well put together. He's a sick actor. I know that's like the character, but and like even in Star Wars and other stuff, I fucking love that guy. But Narcos Mexico, I don't want to like fuck. I'm gonna spoil it. So if you haven't like watched it all, fast forward a little bit. I'll make a gesture with my hand when I'm done like spoiling stuff, or maybe put a graphic up. But how they ended it was fucking brilliant. Like I've been thinking about the show for like a couple days now, and that's the sign of a quality show or movie. Like if you watch it and you just like leave the theater and you don't ever think about it again, fuck nothing. Why'd I even go there? If you're thinking about shit and like mulling it in your head, that means it was good. That's the sign of something of quality. And this show has me thinking, man, because it's similar to like obviously Narcos with Pablo Escobar. It was like they did that for 2 seasons, and the third season was like everybody kind of took over. So this show is good, and they have some crossovers. Like certain characters from the original Narcos like come in, like different Colombian people and like a cop, like different people. But just like this show to me, and I guess every show people interpret differently, but like that show to me is just such a fucking highlight of what a joke the war on drugs is. Like it's just a joke. We're just like and not I'm saying we're, but like Americans just like sending people in, like, we're gonna stop this guy or whatever, and it's all a big sham. It's all a big show because ultimately people want to do coke. Ultimately, people want to rip lines of cocaine and party. So until that gets fixed, going and stopping some drug dealer and doing all this and like all the little fucking red tape and all the bullshit and like losing your men and like doing all this shit, it's all a big charade fucking game. It doesn't matter. Because ultimately it's like, oh, we took that guy down. Well, then some other guy started. And now they're fighting. And then it's just like, it never ends. Because people want drugs. And it's just a way for America just to try to like control another country. And be like, oh, unless we can profit on it, then you can't do that. It's like, a lot of these people have nothing. Like, they have nothing. So the work ethic and dedication to become that fucking, El Padrino, the fucking Godfather type character, you gotta appreciate that hustle. It just so happens that their industry is drugs. But if it was oranges, if it was cigarettes, if it was booze, it's fine. Just the whole thing's a sham. But what a fucking show, because the main guy in it, fucking Miguel Angel Felix, Miguel Angel. I love how they call him fucking Miguel Angel. Like that's his nickname, Angel. It's fucking dope. But this is like he's rose to power. He's like running all the different plazas and like the federation. Like he's the main guy, and he's really playing like a devil type character. He's playing a devil type character who's almost like made a deal with the devil, because for everything he has to keep the power going and keep things moving. He has to do something fucking terrible. He has to kill somebody he shouldn't, or do this or that. It's just like it never ends, man. It's like, and you can't. It's not a job where you can just like retire. It's like, no, retirement is you go to jail or you get shot in the head. Like even in episode 1, they have a huge party for him, and they're like, oh, some guy's talking to him. He's like, oh, relax, like this is great, like have fun. And he's like, every single person here would kill me if they had the chance. And it's like how he like performs it. And everybody's asking him favors, like, hey, our family needs more drugs and money, and he's like he just can't please everyone. So it's a matter of time. Like it's just the build up with season 1, and then once he's there, season 2 is just like, the fall. It's a fucking incredible show. And by the end, you're kind of like, he does a lot of fucked up shit, and you're kind of just like, fuck this guy, man, fuck him. Like you get what he deserves. Like somebody get rid of this guy, because there's a lot of shady shit he pulls off. But ultimately, everybody who's like with him, and in the show they fucking like they rig an election. They do like it's fucking wild show. But everybody like in his federation, like all the different plazas, they all end up leaving and making their own deal with the Colombians. Like pretty much cut him out. So then he gets arrested and it's over, and they fuck him. But what he was trying to do was like he pretty much ratted on the Colombians, like to the DEA whatever, and like made them lose $2 billion in coke, like in the States. So then they needed him, like they needed Miguel Felix Angel, and then he wanted, instead of like getting paid, because the Colombians were like, they owed them the Colombians owed the Mexicans like 200 mil, and they were just kind of like not paying them and fucking around. He's like, no, you're gonna pay us in coke, and we're gonna like do it in like we're gonna retail it, like we're gonna sell our own coke, like instead of like just moving yours, which was actually a brilliant move when it made them like billionaires. But he was just like such a fuck. It's just like, and even the one guy said it. There's like a Mexican Crystalia in this show, And he's like a boss too, and he's like, yeah, like the price of working for you just like isn't worth it. Like his ideas were great, and it would have made them like billionaires, but it was just like it was just nonstop. This guy was pulling shit. And then ultimately he ends up in jail, and I looked it up. The guy's like still in jail, like he hasn't died. He's like 70-something years old. And all I could think about was just like, what a shame. What a talented, hardworking man. And I know he did terrible things. Like I know he killed people. I know he did fucking awful things. I totally get that. But the government has done worse. Like the government has done equal or worse things. So it's just like, somebody like that who's able to just create, a fucking empire. And at the end, we put the guy in an 8x14 cage and go, yeah, 40 years, burn your life out there. It's like, I don't have the answers because obviously he does bad shit and there has to be some sort of punishment or something. I don't know. But I just feel like if all drugs were legal, I don't know, it's fucked up. I'm just speaking out loud here. I don't have the answers, people, so relax. But I just feel like if all drugs were legal and you just like build a legitimate business off of it, like this guy would be celebrated if it was any other industry. Like, they'd be like, oh, this guy is awesome. But because it's cocaine, people are like, oh, fucking throw that guy in a hole. All he's doing is providing something that people want, So that was jumping around in my head the last couple of days. Here's the signal. The spoiler alert, it's over.